Hey friends, welcome to Essentially Jessie. Today we're going to talk about fragrances that YouTube made me buy. Yes, YouTube made me buy it. So let's get to it. So there are some fragrances that I just bought. I blind bought them. I thought, what the heck? Everybody on YouTube's talking about it. And obviously there was a point in time when we couldn't go to the store and smell any fragrances. So YouTube made me buy it. The first one up is Shea Blue, and this is Salt Caramel. I will say, I wish I'd bought a big bottle. I love this. I've been wearing the heck out of this. This really lasts a long time on the skin too, but it smells like salted caramel popcorn. It is so good, and it's really good for fall. So YouTube made me buy this. I don't even know where you can get these. I just went on their website and purchased it. But it's good, and I'm glad that I bought it. So this is a good blind buy for me. Next up is Mancera's Instant Crush. And while I'm thinking about it, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. We do videos on top 10 lists. I do single fragrance reviews. I'd love to help you find your next signature fragrance or your next fragrance for fall, spring, winter, summer. I also cover essential oils. I'm an essential oil lover as well as a fragrance lover. If you love fragrances and essential oils as much as I do, I think you'll enjoy the videos. Again, this one is Mancera's Instant Crush. There are not any stores where I live where I can get these readily available, but I heard that it was a good dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540, and I heard that it's unisex. I do have a couple of other Mancera fragrances, well, maybe just one, but this is really nice, and I'm really glad that I picked it up. So this is another YouTube made me buy it. I hate blind buying, but sometimes it's really fun. It's kind of like Christmas, like, what am I gonna get? What's in the box? And then you get it, and you really enjoy it. So I haven't played around with this one much because I do have Baccarat Rouge 540, but I'm looking forward to seeing what some guys think about this one since it is unisex. We'll see. Next up is Lancome's Oud Bouquet. This was one of my very first, for sure, YouTube made me buy it. I first started watching Demi Rolling. I got into probably Demi Rolling, Jeremy Fragrance, Smelling Great Fragrances. Those were kind of some of my first videos that I watched, and this is a beast, and it's so good. I have used the heck out of this, and I have hardly put a dent in the bottle because it is beast mode. This is a 1 to 2, maybe 3 sprays fragrance, but it is so good. It's so delicious. It's feminine. If you want to walk in the room and get noticed, Lancome Oud Bouquet is for you. This is also a YouTube made me buy it. It has this really neat magnetic cap on it, and I love the packaging. It's beautiful. It will take me a long time to get through this bottle because it is so beast mode. Next up, I love this fragrance. This is Straight to Heaven by Kilian. This is actually a unisex fragrance, probably more masculine leaning. I don't care. It's so good, so good. And I'm desperately trying to find Straight to Heaven Extreme. I totally blind bought this, I think off of the Kilian website. It's so good. It's so good. The only thing is I wish the bottle was bigger because I like it a lot and I wear it a lot. This is a great fragrance for fall. It is more masculine leaning. If you do like more of the fruity, floral, sugary fragrances, this one probably isn't for you. This is more of a, I don't know, really sophisticated, very dangerous fragrance. I don't know. It's just really good. You'll have to get your nose on it. That's by Kilian. Straight to Heaven. Next up, this is a YouTube made me buy it for sure. I probably never would have even known about Baccarat Rouge 540 unless YouTube. So I ended up purchasing the Extrait version, which is the more concentrated oils. I want the best bang for my buck, but I also want something that's going to last. And I love the packaging on this just because it's red. The other one is clear, the regular Baccarat Rouge 540 EDP version. So I bought the Extrait. This is unisex. I would say leans more feminine, but it is so good. I'm really glad that I dropped the money on this. It was a fragrance I had to save up for, but it's really delicious. Glad I bought it. YouTube made me buy it for sure. Next up is Kollie Deja Vu White Flower 57. This comes in a beautiful package. I really like this fragrance. I'm not a huge white florals person. I feel like this fragrance would be really, really nice spring and summer. It's probably good daytime for fall. I like it. I'm not super crazy about white florals, like I said, and the longevity on this isn't stellar for what you pay for it. So I would definitely recommend blind buy it if you're really into white florals, but don't blind buy it otherwise, or if you want the longevity. The longevity is going to be different on everyone's skin chemistry. I usually try to spray things on my skin and on my clothes, depending on what color the juice in the bottle is, because you don't want to ruin your clothes. But this is a really nice fragrance. I do enjoy this fragrance a lot. It just doesn't have the longevity that I wanted for the price point, and YouTube made me buy it. But I didn't want to return it because I really do like the fragrance. I just don't know for sure if this one is worth the money because of the longevity. But again, it could be beast mode and last all day on your skin. Who knows? Next up is Rihanna's Rebel Fleur. Now, while this has so much hype on YouTube, it is a really nice fragrance. YouTube definitely made me buy this. People just went on and on and on, and it was in people's top 10 favorite affordable fragrances. I think that this is 3.4 ml, and I think I paid maybe $30 for that, maybe closer to 20. I can't remember. So this is a great value. The longevity is stellar. I'm not super crazy about the fragrance. It is long lasting, so it is an insane bang for your buck. But it's not my favorite fragrance. But if I was on a budget, this probably would be a pretty good go-to, because a lot of the more affordable fragrances just don't last. They just don't project, and that's why they're affordable. You can use more of them and you don't feel bad about it. With this one, you are getting a great value for the money you spend on your fragrance. YouTube made me buy it. Next up on my YouTube made me buy it is actually Day for Women. This is by Fragrance One. This is Jeremy Fragrance's daytime fragrance for women. So he came out with a fragrance, I think it was Office first, and then he came out with Day and Night for Women, which actually I bought both. I need to do a full review on this. This is a really nice fragrance. It only has, I think, 2 or 3 notes, but without YouTube, I never would have heard of Jeremy Fragrance. I never would have started this fragrance journey. So this is one that YouTube made me buy. This is Day for Women by Fragrance One. That's his company. Next up is another fragrance that's similar but totally different. This is Absolutio by Novatus Parfums. This is one I'm loving for fall, like loving, really loving. It's so sweet. It is unisex. I would never have heard of Novatus Parfums, or at least wouldn't have heard of it yet, if it were not for YouTube and Steven over at Redolessence. I'm really enjoying this one. I've tried out some others. I actually just released a review on 3 of his fragrances. Hopefully I'll be doing more, but YouTube made me buy it, and I'm glad I did. And the last fragrance that YouTube made me buy that I never would have heard of, again, wouldn't have heard of yet if it weren't for YouTube because of where I live, is the one, the only Delina. So this is Delina Exclusive. I bought this a month or 2 ago. I'd really saved up for it. I'm glad I bought the exclusive version instead of the regular Delina, because I feel like the regular Delina probably shines more in spring, summer, and this one is a creamier dry down. I purchased this from the Parfums de Marly website, I think. Anyway, I love the tassels. They're so cute. I like that it has the name of it on the bottle. I love the presentation of this bottle, and I just love that YouTube made me buy it. Thanks so much for watching. Drop me a comment below. Are there any fragrances that YouTube has made you buy? Did you like them? Did you hate them? Are you kind of in between? Are there fragrances that you think that I should buy? All because I've seen it on YouTube. Let me know in the comments below. Smell you later.